Hello there and welcome to another episode of Geek Out and Speak Out. My name is Geeks. So what we're going to talk about today? Well, I did say in my last video that my next video was going to be about Fast 10. But something's happened since then, between then and now, is I have purchased the PlayStation 5 remastered version of The Last of Us Part 2. So before I start talking about The Last of Us Part 2, I need to talk about The Last of Us Part 1. Now, this game was revolutionary in single player games. The original version came out in the PlayStation 3 way back when, a couple of generations ago now, and it was incredible. Gameplay wise, graphics wise, but it also had a really compelling story. These are all going to be spoiler free. You know, I threw a lot of spoilers in one of my last videos about what was that about? Oh, Wolverine. About Wolverine, but I'm going to go spoiler free on this one. Not Wolverine, Logan, idiot. Yeah. Anyway, so The Last of Us Part 1 came out PlayStation 3, but it had a really good story. It's post-apocalyptic. It's what I suppose you could say is a zombie game, but these zombies are not the usual zombies. It's not a spoiler to say that the dead are reanimated by a fungus. Interesting take on the zombie genre. And it's about a man and a little girl traveling across the United States. I'm not going to give you any more details than that, but suffice it to say, it was an amazing game. It got critical acclaim. It had a PlayStation 4 remaster. It's also now had a PlayStation 5 remaster. Yes. Sorry, I had a bit of a moment. Yes, it has had a PlayStation 5 remaster. But yeah, and it was screaming for a sequel. Everyone wanted more, to see what happened with Joel and what happened with Ellie. So fast forward a few years and we eventually got The Last of Us Part 2. Now again, without giving away any serious spoilers, this game, it took what the first game did, it improved it. It came out originally on the PlayStation 4 and just recently had a PlayStation 5 remaster. Now when it came out on the PlayStation 4, it looked incredible anyway. You know, the character model, the character models are really good, the textures, the levels, the gameplay, the stealth mechanics, everything you could want in a really good single player game. So when they announced the PlayStation 5 remaster, I was just like, what do they need to? I was lying, I was really excited actually. Some would say it's a cash grab because it didn't need to have a PlayStation 5 remaster, but these people are not what I would consider fans. Any fans of this game or this story wouldn't matter whether they did a PlayStation 5 remaster, PlayStation 6 remaster, PlayStation 7 remaster. They are worth the time and worth the money, because The Last of Us Part 2 built on what came before it. It improved its stealth mechanics, it improved the graphics on this game, and just out of this world. And you know, you throw on the power of the PlayStation 5 in there as well, and it just looks next level. I mean, at first glance, it might not seem obvious that there's a big difference graphics wise, gameplay wise, but after playing it for a good 4 or 5 hours now, you can see, you know, the shadows are deeper, the textures are crisper, the character models are much more realistic. I didn't think they could improve on what came with the PlayStation 4 version, but it certainly does. And it just improves what was already there. You know, the story is divisive. It's not just a story about Ellie, it's a story about Abby as well. There's again, I don't want to spoil. I can't talk about the story because it will spoil it. But there are lots of twists and turns and drama. And you'd think I'm talking about a movie here, but I'm not. I'm talking about a video game for the PlayStation 5. There are so many heartbreaking moments that this is one of the two games. There's been two games in this entire world that has actually made me shed a tear while playing. It was Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Last of Us Part 2. Yes, I did. I cried like a little girl with a skinned knee at a certain point in this game. And if you know, you know, but I'm not going to ruin it for you. I would recommend any gamer who likes a really good single player campaign, a single player game which is compelling and captivating and all the things. The only thing I will say is, first of all, it's certainly not for children. It's full of violence and bad language. Second of all, once you get past the beginning of The Last of Us Part 2, it is not very upbeat. It's incredibly dark. The story and the characters go to some very, very dark and gruesome places. And you know, it can be quite depressing play, to be honest, because it is quite a dark, very, very dark story. But I will say, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is one of the best games I've ever played in my life, and the PlayStation 5 remaster has just improved what the PlayStation 4 version did. So I've been playing about 5 or 6 hours of perfection on my PlayStation 5. I mean, if I was going to give this a grade out of 10, I mean, even the PlayStation 4 version would have given me I would have given it a 10 out of 10, just because of how it affected me, how it was just one of the best looking games, one of the best playable games. And you know, what can I say, the PlayStation 5 PlayStation 5 remaster is second to none. You know, it took everything from the PlayStation 4, all of those good ingredients, and they slapped a fresh coat of paint on it. You know, gave it a little bit more fidelity to go into the future, because there is going to be a Last of Us Part 3 eventually, and that's gonna be incredible, judging by what's come before it. Whether it's going to be on this generation or the next generation of game consoles remains to be seen. But you know, now that they've got the remaster of The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2, they visually look very, very similar now. Gameplay wise is a little bit different, but that's a whole different thing. Yeah, so I would give the PlayStation 5 remaster of The Last of Us Part 2 a easily a 10 out of 10, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, because I've been enjoying playing this game again, it's been a while since I played it, and it's given me a good excuse to play a big chunk of it today and last night. I've actually captured some footage from a PlayStation 5 while I'm playing it. Now, after I've finished all of this here, it's going to cut to another video of, it's only going to be about 5 minutes of gameplay footage of me playing the game, you know, just to try and give some visual representation of what I've been gushing about for the last few minutes. But what I'm also going to do, and I'm sorry to say, this is not the last you can hear me, because I'm going to do a little bit of a commentary over the footage as well. So once I've finished here, it's going to cut to that, and then the video is going to finish. So if you could stay and watch the rest of the gameplay footage, that would be great, because like I said, it will give you some kind of idea just how incredible this game looks, and you can also see how masterfully I play this game. Not really, but it is brutal, it is violent, not really one for small children. I wouldn't recommend it. So we're going to cut to that now, and but thank you for watching the video and enjoying my footage. Okay, so here you see Ellie. She's looking at a map. She's got to get to the hospital, and she's got to cross this forested area. Now, you can really see here just how good the fauna is, and look at the details in the leaves, and you can see the light in the distance there of the flames. It just looks so good. And so yeah, Ellie's gonna jump into the ditch, and she got hit by an arrow. Oh my goodness, she's in so much pain, But this is all part of the story, spoiler free, of course. Little mini game to pull the arrow out of his shoulder. Nice, nice, nice. She's in pain. Ouch, ouch. Now it's time to kick some butt. See some bad guys coming there with torches coming from the distance. And here, look, you can hide and duck under all these leaves. Now, this is about a third into the game. So some of these early arena fights are quite easy. They give you a lot of cover. But you're just kind of crawling around under there. I've got my bow and arrow equipped, which is pretty cool because it doesn't make any sound. So you can do some nice stealth kills. I'm just staying still here. This guy's coming right up to me, look. Here he comes. He can't see me. Oh, I've got him. There he is. And I'm going to cut his throat. Blah. See, not one for the kids, I'm afraid. So there's still plenty more to come. Just doing a bit of ninja work. I am a ninja. I've never really done a commentary before, as you could probably tell. Oh, let someone surprise me. Oh, there you go. Shot him straight in the head. Doesn't really do justice, but this game is gory as hell. When people get blown up, they get blown to pieces. When people get shot by a high-powered rifle, their arms come off, their legs come off, and their head can be blown to pieces as well. It is, yeah, words don't do justice just how vicious this game is. But as you can see, look at the moonlight bouncing off those leaves. I mean, the PlayStation 4 version was good, but this PlayStation 5 remaster is amazing. Oh, let's see. Someone's seen a dead body, and boom! There's an arrow right in the back. That was a long shot from bow and arrow there, but that was pretty nifty. Crawling around there, look, there's some nice deep shadows. And what the PlayStation 5 remaster does is give you better distance detail. All that stuff in the distance there. In the PlayStation 4 version, you could see it, but it wasn't as clear as that. No way. So this video's got about another couple of seconds. There we go. On to the next one. I've just killed a whole load of bad guys. And Ellie goes into a seemingly innocent shop. I like this little encounter. I thought I'd do a little video on it. It's only a brief one, as is the next one. But going to this nice red door, and oh my god, there is a man with a big hammer. He's gonna kick my butt for a minute. Picked up by the throat. He must be really strong. Thrown over there, and oh, he's gonna come at me with a big hammer axe thing, pickaxe thing. And oh, missed me. There you go. It's a nice dodge mechanic that you don't have in the first game. Oh. Use my machete, and there's a guy with a bow and arrow there. He knows where I am, but he just can't get to me. Oh, and there's another guy coming through the door. Have a Molotov cocktail, and just look at the flames. That guy's caught on fire as well. Oh, there you go. Have another Molotov. I mean, just the level of detail. Like I said, I hope this video really does justice just how good this game looks. Because it always blows my mind. I've played this game a ton. I've completed it loads of times, and I just can't get enough of it. And here's my last video. This is a nice little encounter. You have these little workbenches to modify your weapons as you progress through the game. And this I thought was just going to be another moment the first time I played it. You go to the workbench, and the graphics when you modify your weapons is so good. The level of detail is unreal. So there I am. And oh, I've been jumped from behind. Strangling me. He's just, there you go. Have a glass to the face. You deserve that. Oh, and he's shot there. Boom. But you're in a very small place with a few bad guys. Boom. There goes a leg. Maybe an arm as well. Oh, and you can see on the right there, a lot of blood. They're hiding. These guys aren't silly either. They will flank you, and they will... Oh, missed him. No. Yeah. Double whammy of Molotovs there. So there's one person left. Boom. Nice headshot. Straight away, down. And there you can see the damage detail of the bad guys. These guys are extra crispy. Look at that. So yeah,